Hi, everybody. So, someone asked me to talk about how to reprogram your mind. Let's say how to control your mind. Let's start with that. How to control your mind, and then how to, let's say you have a bad habit you want to change, or how to make your mind work for you, something like that. So, to be able to understand how to fully do this, we need to understand what the mind is and how the mind works. Okay, so you gotta first of all understand that the mind is a tool. And what do I mean by that? The mind is a tool that you use to make sense of the data you receive from your environment. So the mind originates in the head. You logicalize and intellectualize your experiences. You synthesize the information from your experiences with your mind. But what influences how you see those experiences in the first place? What influences how you gather the data? What influences the information you get from your experiences? That is not a function of your mind. That comes from a totally different place. That comes from your ego. No, that comes from your soul. That comes from your karma. What do I mean by karma? Oh God, I hope I have time to go into this. So, a lot of people think of karma as cause and effect. Like, you do this and you get this back. That's bullshit. Karma is actually what makes you you. Okay? Karma is actually what you did in your past life that resulted in the you that you are today. It means your psychological makeup, your emotional makeup, your likes and dislikes, what you attract and what you repel from yourself. That's all part of your karma. How you see what you see, that's all part of your karma. Okay? So, if let's say you are a realistic person, hope and optimism is a hard concept for you to relate with, right? So whenever you look at something, you look at what it is, you can't see beyond what it is. Somebody else who is optimistic and hopeful will look at the same thing and see what it can be. That's all part of your karma. That's all part of your individual makeup. So now, if you want to change how you see something, you first of all gotta go to the source of why you see it the way you see it. But because a lot of people are not that deep, you can start from working off of your feelings. Start working with your feelings. You gotta first of all ask yourself, okay, why do I, first of all, you gotta identify. So let's say you want to change something about yourself. You want to change how you feel about yourself. You want to change how you think about yourself. The first thing you gotta ask yourself is, what do I think about myself first? Because you gotta bring that to your conscious awareness. You gotta bring it to your consciousness. Like, because looking at something, you give it attention. And when you focus on something, you make that thing that you're focusing on part of your consciousness. Okay? So you gotta ask yourself, what do I feel about myself? That's the first question. The answer from that is gonna come from mental. I feel this and that and the other. The second question is why? Why do I feel that way? That would then lead you to the where you got the initial idea from. Because what happens is your karma has been played out in your life. So there's a place and there's a root to how you feel about what you're feeling. There's a place and there's a root that you can trace back that is attached to why you feel the way you feel about what you feel the way you feel about and why you want to change it in the first place. So you gotta ask yourself, why do I feel that way? The reason the why is important is because for you to program something, you have to begin at the root of what created it in the first place. You can't program something. You know how? See, that's what I'm talking about. They give you all these things to what do you call that? To affirmations and all these things they do. I affirm I'm beautiful. I affirm I'm this and that and the other. But if you do not get to the root of why you feel fucking ugly in the first place, all that affirmation ain't going to do shit. It's going to change how you feel here until you go into the world and something happens and triggers your real feeling about yourself and your ass is feeling depressed. You can't fix something until you get to the root of it. So you gotta ask yourself, why do you feel ugly? Why do I feel fat? Why do I feel this? Why do I feel that? Get to the root of that first. Then after you get to the root of that, then ask yourself, how do I want to feel? How do I want it? Because now you're trying to program your mind, right? You're trying to program how you feel. So you got to ask yourself, how do I want to feel? Then when you determine how you want to feel, this is where a lot of people miss it. Because you got to understand that your mind is a tool, but your mind is informed by your soul, right? So for you to create anything or change anything up here, you got to start changing it from your soul first, so that your soul will send a different energy to your mind to create a different thing. So you got to get your feelings involved. That's how you get your soul involved. Get your feelings involved. How do I want to feel about myself? And how would that make me feel? So let's say that you want to feel beautiful, right? That's what you want to feel. And then you gotta describe what feeling beautiful is. You gotta describe what feeling beautiful is. What does feeling beautiful mean to you? And the way you can tell yourself that you're talking bullshit is that there's no feeling involved. Until you get your feelings involved, because your feeling is the way that you know if you're telling the truth or not. Your feelings will tell you. Because your feeling comes from your soul. So if you are trying to do something and you are not feeling it, that's a lie. Leave that alone. If I'm sitting up here and trying to be like, oh, I want to feel beautiful, and beautiful to me is Kim Kardashian, your soul is going to be like, okay, baby, let me see how that's going to work. You ain't going to feel shit. You ain't going to feel nothing. You may feel excitement, but it's up here. You ain't going to feel no juice from your heart. But when you say, I want to feel beautiful, I want to love myself, I want to feel like I'm important. Once you start thinking that, trust me, you're going to have tears in your eyes. Because that's your soul clapping, saying, bitch, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's your soul right there confirming to you that what you're saying, you're in the right path. People discount their feelings. If you only followed your feelings, if you only followed how you feel about certain things, right? Then you will know you are in the right. If you want to program your mind or change your mind, you got to decide how you want to feel or how you want to think. Get your emotions and feelings involved, because it is that feelings that will then send the information to your mind and create a new template. But deciding to do and deciding what you want to feel and how you want to feel is not the end of it. Because you cannot just root out something that has been there for years. You then have to take steps every day, make conscious decisions every day that line up with that new person. Now, everything takes time to form. So like a new habit, you gotta at least do for like 14 days. You gotta write down steps. Write down steps and follow it every day, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what is going on, regardless of what you got to follow those steps every day, because you're trying to reprogram your mind, which is a tool. Your mind has a habit of doing what it knows. So for you to change it, you have to be consciously working on it. Now, some people, when you have anxiety or when you have all these other feelings, I don't believe in all those meditation shit. Sit down and breathe. That's bullshit, because that don't fix the problem. And besides that, that gives somebody else access to my mind. I don't fuck around like that. So you gotta take the 3 steps with everything. If you have depression, why am I depressed? Why am I depressed? What led to me feeling depressed? How do I want to feel? If you have anxiety, why am I anxious? What led to me feeling anxious? How do I want to feel? If you feel ugly, why am I ugly? Why do I feel ugly? What led to me feeling ugly? How do I want to feel? The step is the same. No matter what you're trying to change, the step is the same. And then, once you decide what you want to do, make sure that you get your juice flowing in your heart, because that's your soul saying, okay, I got you. And then, you now have to take steps every day. You take steps every day that will line up. If you want to control your diet, it's the same fucking way. You take steps every day that will line up with the new version that you want to be, not the old version that you are trying to change from. Okay? That's how you change shit.